Hey guys, KK here from Maker Beautiful, and I'm so excited to be on here today to share one of the newer features from Cricut Design Sapce with you. It allows us to make offsets and insets, and what that lets us do is create these beautiful backgrounds or highlighting backgrounds for our shapes, fonts, or for an SVG. So I'm just going to go over how to do it with fonts and shapes today. So we'll go ahead and get started with a shape. So we'll click Shapes. Sorry, bumped the wrong button. So we'll click Shapes right here, and then we will pick a star. Okay, so it gives us a star. Then we can go ahead and change the color. All right, and then we're going to go up here to the toolbar and click Offset. Now, so this little line right here, this shows that it's going to be exactly the same size as the shape. So if you go to the right, you're making an offset. As you can see, the shadows going on the outside of the shape. And if you go to the left, you're making an inset, as you see the shadow going onto the inside of the shape. So this is in inches, so you can go ahead and change it to 0.25. And that's a positive. If I wanted it to be an inset, I would do negative 0.25. But you can move the bar back and forth, or you can type it in, whichever you prefer. Now you have two options. You have the square corners or the rounded corners. So just to show you, this is the square option, and you'll see the nice little points on our star. If you pick the rounded option, you'll see that it changed those points to nice little round. Okay, we'll go ahead and use the square for this one. And then we'll click Apply. It's going to auto default to black, so we can select the black star and we can change the color of that star to whatever we would like it to be. Okay, it's slightly, move it down just a little bit because it's on my other one. All right, so we'll select the star again, and we'll go ahead and do an inset so you guys can see what that looks like too. So we'll click the offset option again, and we'll go to the negative 0.25. This time we'll just use the slider. You can use whatever measurement you want though to make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to stick with the square corners because I like that with the star, and I'm going to click Apply. Again, it's going to default to black, and I can go in and change that to whatever color I want. Okay, so there's our star there with an offset and an inset. Super fun, super simple. All right, now let's go ahead and try some text. So we'll do a text option. And we'll type, we'll just do hello. We'll move it over here. We'll make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and come up to our toolbar. Let's change the color to our bright blue that we're enjoying here. We'll go ahead and go to Offset. And I don't want to do an inset, I want to do an offset. So we'll do the 0.25 again. That seems slightly big, so let's go just a little smaller. Let's just do 0.2. Okay. And let's try the rounded edges on this one because I like the way that that looks. All right. Now we have two options here. We can do the Weld Offset, and this is only with the font. And what that means is all of these letters stay connected with the offset. Or we can turn this option off, and the letters are all separated. Okay, so you can see it's not connected right there. Now these letters are still a little close together because our offset's kind of fat, but if we did one that was 0.1, you would see that that would just go straight around and every single letter is separated. Okay, I want to stick with a 0.2, and I do want to weld the offsets because I want it to all be connected. So we'll go ahead, I'm going to leave the rounded corners, and I'm going to click Apply. All right, and then I can go ahead and change that to whatever color I want. So I'll select the black, and we'll change it to the fun light gray, and that's it. It's good to go. All right, guys, I hope this was useful. You can also use the same technique with the SVG. Go ahead and play around with it, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Let me know if you guys have any questions.